All right, so now we've got that all automated. We've got our plates going. I feel like the concrete is definitely something you want to get going early on, especially because you only have a limited amount of power. If you think about it, you only have 40 watts of power right now, and I can't build anything else yet for power. So we got to conserve that 40 watts of what we're going to use, and now we've removed that. And again, I just feel like it's more legit on the ground level. That's just me. That's just me. Oh, we got to get one of our little miner thingies. Over here, there we go, and rotate it and put it this way. All right, and we're gonna see if we can put our plates down. Can't put a plate there because it's obstructing the object. And here we go. Clicking at the last second. Yeah, see, I feel like this is your most important thing here, right? Early on, because you want to have all this concrete you can just grab and just keep on expanding your base, making it look awesome. Very nice. Again, I don't mind that being at the ground level because you can build vertically, right? So you can just do all your ground level stuff is like your basic resources, and then you get to your better resources and your better, and maybe even build a tower so high that you can just put your space thing, your space elevator on the top, and that'd be cool because it would just feed upwards and upwards and upwards. Or you could do it linearly, however you want. It's your base. You do whatever you want. I don't think there is a wrong way of doing it. There's a more efficient way of doing it. But I really feel like it's your world, it's your way of doing it. The aesthetics that you like for your base, I feel is the ultimate goal of this particular game. And if you agree, put a 1 in the chat. There we go. All right, again, we're going to run that up there. And our goal is to run our resources toward the crafting bench and toward our upgrade bench. And that's really what we're doing right now. Now over here, this one's going to produce one for iron rod. So the first thing we need to do, of course, is put a smelter down, much like we did over on the other one. And I can't quite see the back of that, so we'll just say about there. And we'll run that right in there. Okay, there we go. And again, that's 5, and this is 4, so that's another 9 power that we need to get that going. And we're going to have it do iron ingots first. And this is going to be kind of multi-level. Right now, how much are we using? 22 out of 40. So definitely have enough for that. We're also going to need another power pole just for this stuff over here. So let's say we'll put it right there. Or actually, let's do that again. Hold on. Let's just put our power poles in line here. Make them look aesthetically awesome. And that's a 4 of 4 there. And this is a 3 of 4. So we can just go ahead and run that line over there. And we'll start this going. And we'll start that going. Again, that's going to take that ore, going to run it right in here. It's going to melt it down to an iron ingot. Now, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and put a constructor down. Put a constructor down right after this. And, of course, we hold down control. Nice and close there. Okay, so it's going to put it down into iron, and then we're going to put it into iron rods. So basically it says it's going to bring in 15 per minute and 15 out, right? Let's see. Let's see what it really does. Oh, we got to connect our power. Oh, wait, let's make another power line so we don't run out of power lines. Let's just put one right there. Oh, missing something. More cable. Yeah, that's why we have our workbench out here, so we don't have to run all the way up in there every time and then all the way back out. We can just turn around and make stuff. There we go. Alright, so now this is forging, coming in at 30 per minute, right? And again, this node here is an impure node. It's going at 30 per minute, and now feeding 1 iron ore at 30 per minute and producing 1 iron ingot at 30 per minute. So that's keeping up with that. That's looking good. Then we go into here, we look in here, this is coming in 15 per minute and going out at 15 per minute. But wait a minute, why is this coming in at 15 per minute? Right, when it says it's going out at 30 per minute. $15, $15, and 30 and 30. So it says in theory it should be going out at 30. So this is producing twice as much as this is receiving. Right, so this can only receive 15 per minute, but we're producing 30. right? In theory. So what's going to happen is you're going to see that number right here. There's a dead giveaway right here. And this is the thing I look at right here. The dead giveaway, if this number is going up, right? If it's going up, if it's not staying 1 of 1, then you know that it's receiving too much stuff. It's not being 100% efficient. Right now it's being 50% efficient because we could be making more of these at the same time. So that's what we want to do. We definitely want to be, if we want to be as efficient as possible when we're making stuff. So when it comes to iron rods, is different than when you're doing iron plates over there. So we're going to go ahead and expand a little bit more here, but luckily, if we need more concrete, guess what? Already done right over here. Nothing we need to do, it's already working on it. Then we'll come over here, expand a little bit on this side. There we go. Now, we got a little bit of a problem is that we can't really do that right now, right? We can't go in and we can't make a constructor because we're missing something right here. So probably the next thing to do is to work on our upgrades. So we're going to work on that. Let's go up here and check our upgrades. Upgrades. All right, so what are we working on? Right now, we're working on all of this stuff here, our hub upgrade, and we've done all of this stuff already. Down here, we've unlocked all of that. But we're on our upgrades, which is our optical scanner and all that stuff. We want to get to this stage here. So we're going to go ahead and select that milestone again. It's going to be up here. And we're going to go ahead and just put a whole bunch of this in here. Mouse, there we go. And a whole bunch of that. And let's see. So we don't have quite enough here. We need to make a whole bunch of this, 500 of that, and so on and so forth. And we can see it in that upper right-hand corner. So we'll run back over here.
Bueller.
Oh, all right. That's right. I should have done that when I did a break. I'll do that. I'll do that on the next break. Wrath. But thanks for reminding me. I've already made a cut now. All right, copper ignite here. We're gonna go ahead and just convert a ton of these and get these going. Again, I feel like these upgrades at the beginning are way easier if you just do them yourself than if you automate all this stuff, because it takes longer to automate it. You don't have enough power to automate it all at the very beginning. I feel like you just do a lot of this stuff yourself very early on. Now the funny thing is, we've only collected the copper ore like a couple times, and look how much we're making here, right? We're just making a crazy ton of it. Oh, I gotta take my arrow out too. My arrow out of there. Yeah, we're just making a crazy ton of it at this point. Not quite 500, but we're making a lot. All right. This goes really fast, too. And meanwhile, it's off doing stuff for us, right? Now, we got to watch out, actually. We got to take a moment here and look over here. Is this filling up? Uh-oh, that's filling up there, right? We're going to need that to go to a container over here. Let's just take a moment. Build another foundation. We're going to build a storage container way out here. If we've got it, we need more of the stuff over here. Iron rods. Alright. More storage containers. In this storage container, let's just put it up right up against this one here. Alright. We're just going to temporarily run it over there. And then what it's going to do is just go ahead and put it in there so it doesn't fill up and stop. If it fills up and stops, then you're being less efficient. Now, right now, we're only being half efficient with that, but, you know, at least it's doing the work for us. All right, and then we were going to go ahead and make some more wire. Again, I feel like copper is something you want to do later than earlier, because you really want to get your iron going, you want to get your plates going, and your concrete, and then your bars, because those bars are going to be, those iron rods are going to be producing double very, very soon. All right, 456. We also need to go in here and get this going at some point as we upgrade. And let's put that in there very close. We need 10 more of those iron rods and iron plates. Now, we can go ahead and utilize our plates that we've been making over here. Just take all of those out of there. And just hold down Control and drag it in there. It'll grab as much as it needs. And now we need iron bars. But as you can see, we're making crazy tons of iron bars. We don't have to make those anymore. We'll grab those out of there. Or if we have some excess resources, we'll just go ahead and burn that resource. Because we don't want to keep all this extra starter resource. And that's one of my biggest things that I learned. You can also check and turn on the power, use the poles. Oh, I didn't know that, Amiga. Thank you so much. I made the big mistake of having all this extra resources at the very beginning, all this extra iron, all this extra copper, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do that in the future because it's just a lot of micromanaging, me taking stuff in and out of containers. So we're going to try to find a way to get the finished product as opposed to getting the raw stuff, and then all of a sudden we've got 5 containers full of raw copper that we don't really need at the beginning. So we're just going to go ahead and convert all of this stuff so we don't have it in our inventory anymore. Just take a moment while we're waiting for all that stuff to build up anyway. I find this game is very, very mellow. I find it's very mellow. And again, I don't have to be in any giant hurry because, the more I'm doing something else, the more resources it's gathering and making for me. And I can speed all this stuff up eventually as well. So let's just convert all this extra ore we have. What we really need right now are iron rods. So we'll get the ore converted. We'll make as many iron rods as we need. Then we'll turn this in. We'll get the quest going and upgrade going while we're waiting for this other stuff to convert. There we go. And then as I convert the rods here, I need about 120 or so. These go really fast. So this converts faster in here than that thing converts over there, than that produces over there, when it comes to iron rods and all of that other basic stuff. All right, once again in here, can hold down Control, drag it in. It didn't quite grab in the other stuff there. There we go. And then concrete. We need 30 of that. Well, we know where to go for that, right? Right here. Bam, easy. It's already doing that stuff for us. And click and upgrade hub. Oh, wait. Oh, a little bit more copper. Hold on. We got to take a little run. Take a little run on the wild side. Way out here. Way out here, conveniently, is our miner here, which has been making a bunch of copper for us. Whee! Now we're also going to work on, kind of getting a 3D feel of our base down, kind of working on our vertical space as well. Again, this one is just for me. This is just like mixed items that I just want to put down. So again, I don't have to run to the hub every time. And this is kind of my central area I'm working here. And as I move, I will move a container and the workbench and all that stuff and create another one as I'm kind of moving around the base and building stuff. I find that works a lot better. There's actually two of these right here. There's one there and one there. We'll take one of those and we'll move it way out there as well. All right, so this one's doing its job. It's not doing it well. It's doing it okay. We'll come back to that. Let's see. We can just work this one. Convert that copper a little bit. Convert this iron or wire a little bit. There we go. And boom. Oh no, not quite. 78. We need 12 more. 12 more. Huh! Or not. Bad math. Is it not 12? 7 more. Should be at 24 more. There we go. All right. Boom.
Congratulations. You have unlocked Hub Feature Molecular Analysis Machine, also known as the MAM. Building, Biomass Burner. Building, Space Elevator. Equipment, Object Scanner. Equipment, Beacon. Additional hand equipment slot. Motivational message. Congratulations, you succeeded in every provided task. On behalf of Fixit Incorporated, I thank you for your current and future service.
Well, you're welcome.
Additional knowledge. The hub terminal has been converted to give access to milestones there to ensure you progress along Fixit-approved protocols. Additionally, the MAM provides the opportunity to send samples of xenobiology and other materials I deem relevant to R&D in exchange for appropriate rewards. Note: future developments should be aimed at constructing the space elevator and thus initiating project assembly. Good luck.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your info. All right. Now, again, this is like my third playthrough. I get to a certain point and I'm like, man, I could have done better. So that's when I usually start over and try to be more efficient at my start, more efficient at game mechanics, and efficiency at running my stuff. Now, I have gotten all the way up to where I've gotten coal and all that. I see you know you're restrained by coal. Yeah, I know. I have gotten to coal, and I have done that and built up space elevator and gotten pretty fairly long in the early stages of the game. Anyway, I think I got up to, I forget where I was. I think I was up tier 3 or 4 or wherever. I was up in here somewhere, and I built coral plants, and I've done all of that, and I did all the thing, but I felt like it just wasn't good enough, especially since the beginning. That I could have done it way better, and I really like this way better. I feel like you get a much bigger start when you use multiple of those things at the very beginning, when you're thinking about efficiency and working on your efficiency as you're going along. So very, very fun. So again, one of the first priority I feel is starting with this one is starting with plates, then going to concrete, then now going to our poles over here, and then just copper. I'll get around to you, bro. I'll get around to you eventually. Because copper, you can just convert it yourself very, very easily. Okay, so we got that going. Oh, I need to set my milestone. I'm going to go in here and see the MAM real quick. Put some... Oh, gotta put the thing first. Flower petals. Put those in there. Analysis. So that's going to give us some other bonus stuff that we can utilize later on. Alright, so we're going to go in here and select our next milestone. Now we can go to utility, which is great because it has biofuel. I find all the rest of the stuff I'm not going to use very early. But the other thing we can use is splitters, which I definitely am going to be using those. Personal storage, not really, because I use the storage containers now instead of the personal storage. I've used those in previous playthroughs, and they're nice. You can just pop them down or whatever. But I feel like the storage containers are kind of a better way to go, even though they do take up more room. You have just one central storage. It's just like you put your stuff in while you're constructing. Or if you get overwhelmed with stuff. There we go. So really the thing I want to do though is the splitter here, so we're more efficient. So let's select that one. So we need 200 iron plates, we need 200 of these, and then 200 poles, and then 500 of that copper wire. So now we want to go ahead and let that run, because right now we don't have to do anything. We could literally just walk away from the computer and let this run and come back, and we'd have enough, right? And we actually are pretty close right now. Right now we have about 156 of those, and then over here we've got a bunch of those, so we already got 200 of that. So we could turn some of this in right over here if we wanted to. Now I don't want to right now, and the reason why I don't want to is because I want to now start to automate my copper because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to do it myself. So we're going to go over here and we're going to get this going. So we're going to go ahead and click this plus. It's going to tell us what do we need. We need 5 iron, 5 concrete, and whatnot. Now we also wanted to, and this is one of the things I thought when I first started playing, was that, man, I want to pipe all the stuff over here and then, get the raw resources over here and then convert it right over here. Which I think actually is a mistake. I think you should convert it all the way over there and just send the final product over here. In the long run, I feel like that's going to be easier to just run the stuff right over here. So we know what our end result is, right? Our end result, and it's great when you work backwards. When you work backwards on stuff, both in real life as a graphic designer, I've been working backwards for a lot of years, where you look at the end product and then you figure out what are all the steps to get it from the beginning, right? So you go, okay, what do I want to finish it? Do I want a magazine? Do I want a poster? Do I want a billboard? Do I want a cereal box? Do I want a t-shirt? I mean, all those things have different parameters that make them work at the end. And then you work your way backwards, and then you have a better end result at the end, I find. So in this case, we want to end up here with this converting a lot of our stuff and sending it here. Now, actually, we want 2 of them because we're going to actually make 2 separate things and run it over here eventually. But again, we're very limited on power right now, but we did unlock now our biomass burner, which is going to help us on our power later on. We'll get that going. So let's go ahead and run way over here, and what we're going to do is have some fun here and basically start to build our way out toward this. We get around this tree. Now, see the problem we run into? There we go, running right into the ground again. But the nice thing is we just built ourselves a bridge. And it perfectly aligns the rest of our base. And then over here, same thing. We're going to go ahead and basically just pick this up now. We have enough room. Yep, pick up. And we're going to go ahead and build ourselves another miner. Again, you can't put it on a plate. It's all up to you, whatever you want to do. It's your thing. You can put plates down and put it on the plates. I feel that's not legit. I feel like it's not going to be drilling through the steel. But that's just me, the way I like to play. Bam. I feel like we could turn it that way, but maybe we wanted to go this way. And basically, it doesn't have to be perfectly straight, by the way. Just kind of aim it toward our plate that we made. Let's say this way. There we go. Very nice. And I'm going to go ahead and just do some angled work here. Now again, we're going to work with our vanishing lines here. We're just going to kind of line it up. Get a kind of a visual line up here. Bam. Hi there, Shadow. What's up? How you doing? Appreciate you hanging out. Again, I love to restart. Love to try stuff over again. Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer. Crushing that follow button. Becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons.
The man has completed its
Amiga
analysis.
Clone, also thank you very much. By the way, I remember the Amiga back in the day. I had an Amiga. Amiga, Apple II, I had all that stuff back in the day. I'm old school. I'm the OG, the original gamer from the Magnavox Odyssey, the very first gaming console back in the day. Old school. Old school is the best school, I'm telling you. All right, now I feel like we could probably make this a little sexier by going in and putting in a nice... Oh, well, wait a minute. I did that backwards. Hold on. Let's put this back in. There we go. And then, how big of a ramp we need? We need a small ramp. Small ramp or a large ramp? I feel like a large ramp's a little excessive. All right. And again, let's run back. Oh, see, look, something going on here. Wait a minute. What's those red lights flashing? Well, while we're off doing something else, we ran out of fuel. As it happens. Right? No fuel. We'll have to work on that in a second. First, we're going to go ahead and get this going. And we'll work on fuel, everything. If it stops, that's okay. You can come back to it later. Come back to it. I'm just trying to stay focused on one of these. Very easy to get distracted in this game. And be off doing other stuff. So let's go ahead and build one of these ramps. There we go. And see, now we're like this. See? And then you have this weird kind of cross thing like that going on, right? And that'll drive some of you OCD peeps crazy. So I'll go ahead and take that out. Just for you all. Just for you all, I'll take that out. You're like, Kismet, don't do it! All right. And then we'll go ahead and readjust this again. That's too funny. Too funny. All right. Then we'll get up here. And we'll aim this over here, even though we have this really annoying tree in the way. Now, see that how it gets a little funky like that? I find if you just kind of go off and come back again. There we go. All right. And we'll go ahead and just... Oh, still not straight. Hold on. Still not quite straight. There we go. And I'm going to run it very straight. Up into there. And there we go. So now this is perfectly aligned with the rest of our base. And again, we'll clear all these trees and stuff out of here eventually. But for now, we'll just leave it as we're working on that. All right. So now we're going to run around and we're going to get this going. Now, the cool thing is, later on, this is a lot easier than running around collecting trees and bushes and all of this stuff. It gets easier and easier and easier, and eventually I will get to coal, where basically I have unlimited power And I can just let it run and run, which is basically where we were at last time before we restarted again, was to get that unlimited power. But I felt like we could do way better. We could do better. And that's Kismet's rule number 1. You can always do better next time. You can always crush it next time. Oh, lots of bushes respawning out here, too. At least it feels like it. Alright, so we got that done. Running back over here. And we'll automate all of our biofuel here later on. But for right now, we're just going to get this going on. And put that in number 1. That's actually not going to start up because we need to have them both running at the same time. We'll get this wood. Well, alright. A little bit going there. And on. And now all of our stuff's back up and running. Now again, we're getting to the point where we're full of stuff. And how's our thing looking over here? We get this one researched yet? Oh, it's done. Alright.
R&D wishes me to tell you these colored petals are useful for 2 things: dating and creating color cartridges. Mandatory reminder that you are under 24/7 surveillance. The derived blueprint is now accessible in Hub Tier 2.
Alright, so now we got the ability to do stuff in Hub Tier 2. Back here. It's in here somewhere. There it is. The color gun. Where we can unlock that too if we want to, but we don't want to unlock that right now. We want to unlock our splitters right now. That's where we're going. And again, I feel like we have enough of that now. Plenty of plates going. We'll grab some concrete while we're at it, a little bit, and let's get back to working on our copper. Never take me alive, copper. Okay, so now it's going to come out of there. Now this particular node is a normal node, which means that if we go in here, we notice it's coming out at 60 per minute. So we're going to be cranking that stuff out of there like nobody's business. There we go. Dubstep. That's what I hear. The dubstep just sounds like that to me. Can you help me change my profile picture? I have no idea how to do that. I suggest Google. Google, I have no idea how to change it. I don't remember. I haven't changed it in forever. I'm sure it's in your profile somewhere. I have no idea. Maybe settings. Maybe settings, maybe. I haven't done that in like 4 years. Maybe 2 years. Kismet just moved my new house. Hey, congratulations. My Wi-Fi is slow. I want to watch Kismet. Bummer, man. Bummer. Yeah, if it's buffering, just turn it down manually by you pulling up that little wheel down there. You know, the little wheel, and just kind of turning it down a little bit. I might be a little less quality, but such is your internet. Not on my end, I can tell you. I'm pushing it out at 1920 by 1080 at 60 frames. Or maybe it's 30 frames right now. I could send it out at 60 frames. I can't remember what I set it to last. I think I set it to 30 last. We were doing some testing. Alright, so there we go. So we're going to run this into our smelter. And, of course, we're going to need some power. And once again, you know what? I'm just going to set this right here and watch this. This is really cool. Remember that power pole we put over there? That one right there? We're going to try to get close enough. We can find that power line. Where is it? Behind that tree. Right here. Get this power line here. And boom, we can run it direct, or we can run it right to there. Boom. From really far away. I love the fact you can do stuff from really far away. I also got the suggestion of if you get up real high, that you can build up stuff. Like you get up on top of stuff, you can build stuff from up high. That's cool as well. Alright, so we got that connected, and let's go see what happened back here. Oh, look, everything's flashing red. That means we've exceeded the amount of power that we can produce. So we're going to produce some more. And I like to keep all the power pretty close together, so I'm going to create a little power station out here for right now. And we'll rework all this power here in a bit. In fact, we'll probably rework all of this in a bit. Need some more copper wire. Stick that off to the side. I'm going to connect this into our central power. Hopefully we had enough wires. More wires. If you find yourself making stuff over and over again, that's the whole point of this game, is that at first you make it a lot yourself, and then eventually it makes it for you. So there we go. So we need some more biofuel here. Again, it really gets fun when you get to coal, because you don't have to do all this running around, grabbing trees and stuff. And later on, we'll be grabbing a ton of this stuff the easy way. Easy mode. Grab just a little bit. I don't want to grab too much. Some biomass. Throw that biomass in there. Pull it down. Let's see if it kicks all of it in. There we go. Now we're up to 60 watts. Now we got iron plates, rods. We've got concrete and copper going way off in the distance, all running simultaneously. We actually have two iron things going. Mines. We have a concrete mine, and over here a normal. Those are impures, by the way. Those are all impures, and this is a normal concrete one here. And we need to tell it, sorry, copper one here. We're going to tell it to make copper node. And then we're going to look at the efficiency of this. It's coming in at 30. It's going out at 30. So it's making a lot of copper ignits pretty well. But if we look over here, wait a minute, it's producing at 60. Right? So it's producing at 60. So where's our bottleneck, right? Why is this only coming in at 30? All right, where's our bottleneck here? Well, the bottleneck is the fact that we have our conveyor belt, and our conveyor goes up to 60, right, per minute, but this can only accept 30. So again, what we want is our thing that we're trying to unlock right now, which is our splitter, so we can split stuff and make it more efficient, but nothing we can do right now. So we're just going to keep going in line until we upgrade that here in just a second. All right, and then the next thing we need, of course, is the constructor, and we need some iron plates. Now again, instead of running all the way back, we'll go ahead and just make, let's make one down here on this angle. Off to the side for now. There we go. And now we need to make a bunch of screws. A bunch of that. And again, we can just click on it too. We can just click on it. It tells us off to the side if we have enough. I'm trying to get into the habit of using that more often. Alright. So now it's coming through there, into here, and then this is going to make wire. Alright, now we got our wire going, and now it's time to have some fun. Like running tons and tons of conveyor belts needlessly all over the place. Oh. Again, we'll come back and clean all this up. At least famous last words, right? Famous last words, if we're going to fix this up later. Again, I want to bring the final product over here. I don't want to bring the raw ore over here for right now. And I'm just trying to feed it in here to where it's very efficiently running. And I'm taking up a very minimal amount of space. And I can fine-tune that, but basically, instead of me running all the way back over here every single time to get the resource, I want them to send the resource over there. Now, one of the most important things is to remember is to look at these little poles. See the flashing? That means it has no power. We can go ahead and run the power there, and now our thing is actually working. There we go. And how did I know it wasn't working? Well, there was nothing coming out the end. That's a dead giveaway. Dead giveaway, there's nothing coming out there. All right, so again, this is coming in at 15, but it could make it at 45 per minute. So if we were really cranking in a lot of copper ignits, we could really get this just shooting out tons and tons and tons of stuff, right? if we can figure that out. Now, if it was me, I would say, okay, well, it's making 15, coming in at 15, right? Right. This says it's going out at 30, but for some reason, it says it's coming in at 15, right? Or that's what much you can take it. So you could, of course, then split this up to take even more. And we can also speed that up, too, later on and all that stuff. We'll do that later. Right now, all we want to do is make wire for us, and we'll come back to doing more of that later on. Now we have all of our resources piping over here for our upgrades. And again, we'll use this one here in a second. And let's go see how our upgrade is doing. Over here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put our plates in. There we go. Double click those, double click. We've got our wire, we've got one of those. We used our wire up a bit. That's not going to be a problem. As you can see, while we were busy doing other things, it's made plates for us. And while we were busy doing other things, it made a bunch of poles. Conveniently right here by my thingy. Put all those in there. And now all we need is our copper wire. We don't have to wait around for it, by the way. We don't have to wait around for it to get all the way over here. We, of course, have some copper on us. We can go ahead and convert some more. While we're waiting. Dee. Dubstep Kid coming in. How you been? Welcome, welcome. McDonald's messed up my order. Well, that's nothing new. That's nothing new. Hey, Watercat, what's up? What's up, bro? Thanks for being here. I gotta take the daughter to gymnastics in a few hours. There we go. Gonna lurk until I fall asleep. Happy to see you playing Time. It's super fun. Yeah, Tashi. Very, very fun game. I am very addicted to it now. Very addicted to it. Now, sometimes I do get focused here in stream. Obviously, I'm explaining stuff and I'm building stuff. So be patient. If you say my name, Kismet, you can put Kiz or Kismet in the chat. I'll highlight in red. No, you're talking directly to me. I will always get back to my chat. Especially when I'm in the middle of just holding down the button here and letting it do its thing. There we go. My cousins loved it. There you go. Loved Toy Story 4. Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Night, Dubstep. Take it easy. All right. And now we got all that converted. Let's convert all this wire. Now, I feel like you just want to do copper ignite and then just go straight to wire. Because you know you're going to use wire either as wire or you're going to use it as cables. But either way, copper ignite to wire to whatever you want to use it for. All right, so there's no reason to have copper ignites. There's no reason to have raw copper. There's no reason to really do that stuff on your own after a while. And so that's why I no longer will. I'm going to take it into a container. Otherwise, I have all this extra copper that I'm not really using. And I'd rather it just do it automated itself. All right, there we go. Plenty of copper now. And I think we're ready. Rock and roll over here. Let's do it. Bam. Big red button. Let's press it. I'm sure nothing horrible will go wrong.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge and split to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
It's cool every time. Cool. All right, yay! Okay, now to improve our efficiency, we're going to go first right over here. Right over here and then make this efficiency way better. All right, so we're going to take this out. We'll take this out. And this out as well. Now, there's a lot of different ways of doing this. Let's take this out as well. That'll give us a little more room. But I feel like the old straight conveyor belt like this would probably be the smartest idea. So we're going to go ahead and start with that. We're going to go ahead and see how much we got in here. Just a little bit. All right, we just take that whole thing out. There we go. So we'll start with a nice straight conveyor belts. There we go. And I want this to go ahead and run into a splitter so it splits it into a thing. Now, this is something that I was thinking about trying here, which is a splitter. And see if you just go ahead and put it on the thing. Alright, like if I wanted to come through this way and split that way. Notice how it automatically snapped to it. I noticed that last time, how it kind of snapped to it, right? So I thought was kind of cool. It's snapping to that thing. So in theory, we can have this come out. Alright, let's see. We can run it that way if we want, but I don't really feel like I want to run it that way. I feel like I want to run it away from my main base so it doesn't suck up all my space. Let's go ahead and say there. Now, does that allow it to come out this side? Doesn't look like it. Is that connected to that, or is it just going through that? Feels like it's just going through it in that point. I did notice that it did snap. There it goes. It'd be kind of cool if it did that. You would think that would do that, right? You just put it down, it would just automatically split it. But maybe I had to, like, let it go a little bit or something. I don't know. You'd think it automatically would. But I noticed that it was locked on there and then it would do it. We'll try that again later. Alright, constructor. Again, you don't need to tell me. I'm just thinking out loud. Just so you know. 'Cause that's the way I am. I think out loud when I'm playing games so people can get my thought process down of what I'm doing. Alright, we're going to hold down Control key so that we're lined up nice and straight there. We're going to split that going this way. And we're going to
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-It freighter re-entry complete.
Oh, our Fix-It freighter is back again. And then what we're going to do is make this look nice and pretty by putting another one right next to it. If we have enough materials, we need some more plates. Again, I find these plates to be the thing that I have the most trouble with. They take a long time in the actual thing, so we'll have to find a way to accelerate that later. Alright, another constructor. Alright, so that's basically going to take this and split that into two. So if this is coming out at 30, then this is going to go into this one at 15 and that one at 15 in theory, right? So we got right here, we're going to go ahead and say iron rod. Again, comes in at 15, goes out at 15. This one over here. Iron rod, 15 and 15. We're basically going to double up on those rods. And then now we got a cool thing here called the merger, which we're going to go ahead and just merge that. I feel like we're going to get that in there. And we're going to take the green and we're going to aim it right in there and try to get as close as we can. Like that. I feel like that's going to be perfectly straight because it's going to run into the thing. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and use our conveyor pole. Try to line this up. Right down the side beautifully. Take this out. And then we'll put in a merger. Oh wait, we want to merge it on this side. This just needs to go in here. What am I doing? That just needs to go in there. Duh. Hold on. That was fail. Alright. Oh wait, that's not even our thing. Hold on. Alright. Hold on a second. That's not even our container. That's my other container. Gotta stay focused. Easy to get distracted. There we go. Alright, we'll run that right into there. Okay. Hey, big guy, get out of my base. Alright, we got a merger. Right over here. Alrighty. Okie McDokey. How's our power doing? Down to 6. This one out. Cut that in half. Put that back in. Cut this one in half. Put that in there. No fuel there. Alright. Boom. Alright. Back up and running. We need to check our power level. Got enough. We're at 40 watts and we got 60. Okay, and we need to go ahead and power up all of these because they're blinking red. And do we have enough power poles here? I believe we can just go ahead and go right off of this one. No more cable. No cable in there. We gotta make some more cable. That's only 8 there. So there we go. We're coming in at 15. Going out at 15. 15. Now notice there's something here, 1%. That's its efficiency rating. Right now it's at 1% efficiency. We'll see how it goes. This over here, 1%. I didn't notice that before. They must have just added that when you get to a certain tier, it shows you your efficiency level. That's it. Oh, over here, 72% efficient, 80% efficient. Oh, okay. Cool. Learned something new there. And here we go. And they're coming in and they're merging together. And then now, basically, I'm doubling up my output of that particular thing. That iron. Again, this is an impure here. Got our iron plate still cranking out. Yep, still going over there. Impure there. Good. And all of our resources are funneling into this one spot. Let's check out our thing. Wow, 327 already. And over here, good amount of concrete. Stuff still just coming down the road. I like it. I think this one's an impure. Yep. And then this one over here, I believe is a normal. Yes. Okay. So again, it's coming out at 60. It's going in here. Now, again, this is how we know it's getting too much, right? And this is what I had a problem with last time. I put a storage there, and all of a sudden I had a whole storage full of copper ore, which I don't really need. I don't need to rush it that much. I wanted to just make the end product instead of me fooling around with the raw. So this is way too much coming in here and not going out fast enough on this side, right? Because this is 15 per. It's going out at 45. So I feel like we could go ahead and pump more copper ore into here because look at the copper ignites, right? It's not going out fast enough. So I feel like we could pump way more in here and get a better output. So again, this one's coming in at 30, but it's getting pushed to it at 60. So let's go ahead and make another one over here. Oh man, I just want to definitely come back and fix all of these darn trees out of the way. And we'll get to that. You can actually get a chainsaw. We'll take all that out. Alright, yet again, we'll get our splitter. Line that up. Our tree in the way. Bingo. Both lines in both directions. All right. No? No. This? Yes. Alright, that's too freaky with the tree in the way. Screw it. We'll make this easy. We'll just bring it back here, and we'll come back and we'll fix it when we can remove these trees. Stop adding that to the thing. There we go. Like this. Invalid shape. Awkward. There we go. Fix it all later, as they say. that either. Oh, there's something there. That's what it is. Oh. Get it till you get it right. Let's go way back here. Line it up. There we go. There we go. All right. And another smelter. What do we need? Copper wire. What a surprise. We need more copper wire. More wire. Kismet for president? No, thank you. That's a terrible job. I don't care how much they pay me. I'd never take that job. I'd never take it. Night. Good night. Dee 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 dee. Okay. And again, another smelter. Get her lined up. And let's say something like that. Alrighty, now we're getting somewhere. And again with a constructor. Feel like we're going to be able to get that lined up because it's too close. Too close. I feel like maybe we want to do constructor first. Ah, yeah, there we go. We'll do constructor first. Then we'll backtrack the smelter. Darn trees! From the constructor. Alright, let's take this out too. What am I? Not enough stuff? No, it's just constructed. There we go. That feels like the better plan. Alright. And again. See if this is going out at 15 or 45 per minute. Wow, okay. We could really run two separate lines because it can only go at 30 anyway, because the conveyor belt only goes at 30. But wow, yeah. Wow, wow. Wait a minute, hold on. Do we necessarily need this? Hold on, if this is... That can go at 45. And this one come out at 30, so you got 30 and 30 coming out. And that's going to create a ton of iron ignits. Yeah, this one was backfilling with too many ignits. So I was getting too many ignits as well because this is doubling up. But this is coming out at 60. So I could probably do 4 of these suckers. All right, well, let's start with 2. Let's start with 2. All right, that was right. All right, let's go and put that back. Oh, I can't take the thing out. There we go. Wow, that's pretty crazy. We'll work on that later. Work on that later. Let's just get this going. So again, this is going to be coming out at 45, but it's only going to be coming in at only coming in at 15, but out at 45. But really, it's coming out at 15, so we can combine it, and then it will come out at 30 in theory. In theory, we'll try it out. Merger action. So we want this to go this way. The green arrow is the direction in which it's going to go. Put that right up against there. And then this into here. And that. Connects back down here wherever we connected it. There we go. Alright, and in theory, this will all just work. We'll find out. Yeah. Power poles don't cost that much. And we lost power too. We'll work on that in a second. Alright. Got all that going. Let's ride the conveyor. Whee! Oh, got knocked off by the tree. Alright, now we're going to check and see, is it that we don't have enough power? Definitely looks like we had exceeded our power, because that still has power. Ah, that one ran out of fuel. Alright. Now once again, let's pull this out. Cut that in half. Put that in there. 13 here. Let's power all this back up again. You're like, Kismet, getting diminishing returns, bro. Yeah, true. There we go. Now we're consuming 48 megawatts. Alright, we'll work on our upgrades here in a second. We'll get eventually to our chainsaw. Don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get there. Right now we're just going to run around and pick up pretty flowers. Boom, 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 boom. Flower petals all over the place. Bushes. And of course, we're also picking up wood, by the way, randomly here. Just other random stuff that we'll scan. There's also wood on the ground there. See all that wood you can pick up? Which is pretty awesome. Make sure you got room in your inventory, though. Yeah, make sure you got extra room. And more pretty flowers. Ooh, pretty glowing stuff. What's this? Copper ore. Pure. Pure copper ore right there. Which means it's probably going to go at an insane rate. Where's this at? Holy moly. Oh, man. Imagine all the ore we get from that one. The other one's just normal, and it's like 60. That would probably be double that. I don't know. I've never done the pure yet. Don't tell me. I'll figure it out as I go. Try to refrain from that backseat gaming, but I do appreciate the sentiment, though. Yeah, alright. Oh. I like to take the journey and make mistakes along the way and learn from my mistakes, right? No fun just knowing everything. If you knew everything, then the game wouldn't be that fun. You wouldn't have those discovery moments, I find. I don't like to just shortcut to the end. I like to learn stuff along the way. Alright, we're going to automate all of this eventually as well. But right now, we have got an insane amount of stuff now. We just picked up a crazy ton of wood here, too. That's going to really give us a ton of this. Nice. Alright, perfecto. Now we're just going to completely fill these suckers up. Like so. Fill this up over here. Oh, make that on. Oh. Popping out that power. Look at that. We hit 60 megawatts. Man, we're like perfect. We're like perfect power right now. 100% efficiency. Sweet. Sweet. Alright, again, let's just top these out. Sweet. Alright. And let's keep that going. So we're doubling up on here. How are we looking? 15. Going to 15. Says 1% efficient. Why are we only 1%? This one over here. This one's 1%. That's 1% as well. 1%. Why is it all 1%? That's weird. Let's go check this over here. 1%. I think that thing's broken. Because this right here is perfectly efficient. It's coming in and going out. at the exact right rate. That's perfectly efficient. I think we could probably boost it though. Some boosters as well. But alright, now we got all of our stuff running. We got our concrete coming in. We got our spools coming in. All of that is looking sexy. Okay. Now we're going to move to our next stuff, which is probably making our biofuel for right now. Let's see what our next upgrade is, and let's work on that. Let's see. So we got our utility one. We can do our biofuel. We're going to just kind of skip that for right now. We're going to try to get into tier 2. We're going to try to get to this one here, which is the chainsaw. So we've got tons of these iron rods being made. We have tons of wire. We need to make reinforced, and we need to make cables. And again, early on, you can just do that yourself. I mean, you just go ahead. We're going to take all of that. We use our kind of mix container here to just store all, sort it, hold down control, grab all that out if you want. Oh. There we go. Biofuel, we'll leave that in there. Control, drag. Control, drag. There we go. And all this other stuff. Cable. The copper. Sort the rest of that stuff in there. We're looking sexy. Alright, awesome. Awesome. And again, I'm trying to minimize the amount of stuff that I have. Alright, obstacle clearing, select milestone. Now it's going to pop up here in the upper right corner. Let's just start feeding stuff in there, whatever we've got. There we go. Alright, get rid of a little bit of that. Now right here, oh, one over. Again, we've been feeding all of our stuff in there. And double click. And there we go. Now we can also make wire from that, or cables. And we need 50. I mean, look how much faster it is for me to make the wire. I mean, the wires go really, really fast. I can make them pretty quickly. Like so. Boom. Looking good. Looking good. And then the thing, of course, that takes longer in the thing than it actually does for me to make it, reinforced iron plates, but we need to make screws, which we need the iron rods. But luckily, we got it doubling up the iron rods here, and we are just making a crazy ton of it here. Let's take all of those. And let's just go ahead and make some screws. And we need 10 iron plates. Again, I feel like this is way faster. This is way faster with me doing it. But again, we'll automate it all later on. And ba-boom. Looking good. And put the rest of these in there. And a big red button. There we go.
Milestone reached. Additional to an inventory expansion, you are now capable of removing foliage that consists primarily of wood.
Bye-bye, bro. Alright. Now, one of the problems with doing this early, and I had the same problem last time, is that if you go straight toward this, right, or straight toward this chainsaw, well, the chainsaw uses biofuel. So if you don't also do this one, you're screwed. So make sure that you are paying attention to the fact that you got to do this one before you do this one. But I did it backwards, just like I did last time, just to show you that thing as well. But that's okay, because we just happen to have tons and tons of resources, yet again, being produced over here that we can just grab and utilize yet again. Woo, that's bringing that in sweet. And once again, we're going to go ahead and wait. We've got to wait about 3 minutes to make that happen. But we can also look at what we need to make while we're waiting for that 3 minutes. We need to make more wire and more iron rods. And again, while we're waiting, just use up these other resources that we have. And I want to get rid of as much of this kind of resources that's on me and get it all automated so I don't have to keep manually converting it. And copper. Wire. There we go. How are we looking? Let's see. We need about 8 more rods there. About 30 more wire. And we'll be good. I'm sure we made 8 of them over here by now. 32 of them, as a matter of fact. 32 there. Over here. Oh, we made 64. Again, nice. Nice. I find while you're waiting for this thing to come back, because it's like it's got to go up in the sky and then it'll come back, is to be working on all that stuff. So what I could have been doing too is I could have upgraded this one first, and then I could have been working on the biofuel while I was waiting for it to come back. And then when it comes back, then I would have the chainsaw. But of course, then I'd still have to go pick up everything and whatnot anyway. So there you go. There you go. And again, I keep nothing in there. Nothing in there. All right. Well, speaking of, let's go in here and check this out. Confirm this.
Paleodictyoptera berries, or pale berries, can be added to the Object Scanner catalog after unlocking the new blueprint in Hub Tier 1.
There we go. Pale berries. Now, speaking of stuff, let's go ahead and grab this here, and we'll go ahead and research that one. Oh, wrong place. In here. Barrel nut. Analyze. And this actually will put... actually, we'll use this first. Double click it. Nom 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 nom. Tasty. Tasty. Inventory. Put that in there for now. Kind of feel like we could go ahead and move some of this stuff in there. Or more organic stuff. Oops, not that. All that in there. Yep. Looking good. Okay, what else do I got on me here? More biofuel. Keep our biofuel in here. Raw resources. All that other stuff is good. Need it for miners later, and that's more biofuel. Okay, so we got that going. Let's check on our upgrades. Feel like our thing's coming back soon. Still up there. Another 42 seconds. Alright, so now we got that going. We also want to start something else going over here. And while we're waiting, let's just go ahead and fill in the rest of our base here. There he comes. He's back. Alright, now we want to make something else over here, but right now we're just kind of maxing out on our power. We've seen it hit 60 several times. So we want to go ahead and just expand our power some more. Cables. Right now. Bingo. And our biomass we put back in here. We did? No. Yeah, it's in there. Look at the wrong thing. There we go. That in there. And off it goes. Now we got 80 watts of power. And actually, I think I just put this in my own way. Hold on. Let's just take this out. And that. There. There we go. And then we want to go ahead and put another constructor over here. Missing our plates. Nope, I gotta get in the habit. Gotta get in the habit. I want to make a constructor plus the button, so I know what I need to make. More screws and 3 iron plates. this out. Get that out. Put the constructor back here. Storage container over here. Take all this stuff out of here. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a splitter right off of this. There you go. Oops. Got it going the wrong way though. Hold on. I got that going the wrong way. I forgot to look at it when I was putting it down. I'm so busy with the thing. Yeah, it's got to come in that way. There we go. All right. Hold down control so I can see the lines, and I'm trying to line up in both directions. Bammo. Huh. Seems like that could go in there. Oh well. Oh. Got it going the wrong way. That's why it's not going in there. That's what it is. Going the wrong way. All right, so now I'm feeding it into here, into this constructor, and also into this storage here, because I don't want it just to take all of my iron bars and convert those. I want it to go ahead and make something else over here. Along with that. Like this. Now this is going to go ahead and make screws. So we're going to take iron rods in, and we're going to go ahead and make screws. There we go. And that's going to do its thing, but we need to run some power. More power, and that's why I left some of these lines here somewhere. Already used it right there. Alright, let's go ahead and extend it. We got a power line over here I think we could use. Nope. Nope. Alright, well we need a new one then. Let's say right there. Let's take this one out. And we'll run this to here. Then to there. And then over to there. Alright. And now we're going to have it automate making screws for us. There we go. Now it's making screws, and it's also putting some of these poles over here for us to use over there. So we're splitting it yet again. And again, this can take in 15. Now if you see this going up, then you know way too much is going in there. Right? Because we might even be able to split it again as well. Now one of the things I thought of, if each of these are coming out, if it's going in at a certain speed and then it's cutting this up, this would be like 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3. Like right now it's cutting it in half, right? So say 30 of them are coming out of there, or 60 of them are coming out of there. And like this, see, it's filling up. So this is going to fill up with iron rods if it's going too fast. But if we wanted to, we could in theory, you know, run 2 of these into that one and get 2/3 into one and 1/3 in the other. Again, a little bit of math there for you. A little bit of math. I think that might be a bug. Yeah, maybe. This guy is dope. Well, thanks, The Real Admin. Appreciate you being here. Hi, Keep Mouse. I talk out loud when I'm playing. When you can't sleep, you can always watch Kismet. There you go. You're welcome to come in and lurk in my channel anytime you want, bro. Come on in. Do you like city planning games too, Kismet? Like SimCity? Dude, I played the original SimCity. I played the old school. And the funny thing is I was such a cool boss that I would let everybody run their SimCities at work. So what we would do is we'd get all our SimCities going, and then we just let them run while we were doing other work. And we come back and we check on them. We had dedicated machines just to SimCity. It was pretty cool. Also later on, of course, I had a the original PS1, the original one. We play some Grand Theft Auto on my projection screen at work and all that kind of fun stuff. I'm a old school, bro. I'm the OG, the original gamer from back in the days, from the 70s. I played all the different gaming systems. I've worked on mainframes, supercomputers, as well as giant $1 million pre-press systems. I've been around. Not only do I have in-game achievements, but I'm high level in real life and with real life achievements as well. And that's how you want to be. You want to find that good balance between all the things you're doing in real life and then also, you know, playing games and having a good fun pastime and all of that. And I played all the SimCities as well. Very, very fun. Very, very fun. I love sim games. In this game, I find myself building this in my mind, right? And I haven't played it that much. This is like maybe my, you know, 4th time playing it on stream. But the first time I played it, I was going to play it for like an hour. So I end up playing it for 6 hours instead. That's how you know you got me. And then when I'm not playing, I'm building up bases hundreds of times over in my imagination. And you got me there. If you got my imagination going, I'm like, okay, if I do this and I do that and I started off better this way and maybe I put multiple miners down the very beginning so I don't have to wait for the thing to do it and all of that, I love that kind of stuff. And right, and centralizing all of your stuff to just show up right here at the right by wherever your hub is, because I find that the most important thing is you're upgrading in the beginning, right? That's what you're doing. You're trying to unlock all your upgrades. Like right now, we can go ahead and select this one. And we want to go ahead and get these unlocked. So we need a ton of these. So we're going to control and drag. Oh, that doesn't work, but we'll just double click. There we go. Double click this. That'll get that in there. And then double click. And double click again. And we're so close. Double click again. There we go. And boom. All right. Now we've unlocked it.
You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure. Additionally, the biofuel blueprint will ensure improved fuel consumption of biomass burners.
Now you're like, Kismet, you're burning up all your biofuel.
Elevator, which is integral to your contribution to project assembly.
We'll wait till she's done yapping. So we'll go ahead and put this in here. This way. And now what we can do is we can go and we can make portable miners, but we have all this other stuff we can make as well, including a chainsaw. But we're going to need 10 reinforced iron plates. And to make reinforced iron plates, of course, we need screws. But we really don't need to make them anymore because it's making them for us. Get our big butt over this thing. There we go. It's making four of us right over here. So we have 274 already done. So it's basically automating all of that right over there. And then we go ahead and make some plates. Oh, wait, I forgot to do that. We're trying to get in the habit of clicking the thing. Let's see. I am making something. I am making my chainsaw. That's what I'm doing over here. Chainsaw. Boom. I need 10. And I only make just enough. I don't just sit here and make a ton of it. Because eventually I want it to do it itself. Without me, I'll do it. So we need more screws. 160 total. Definitely make those really fast. And now we got a chainsaw. Now the cool thing is, the reason why I made the biofuel and I'm not putting the biofuel in my things yet is because I want to use my chainsaw. And now what we can do in our inventory, we can actually have 2 items. We can have our hand thing, and we can have our hand and our chainsaw. Chainsaw. We use scroll wheel. Now it's time to have some fun. Now one thing you'll find out is that it basically clears everything in that area. So I don't need to clear these bushes anymore. I just clear the tree or something close to it. And boom, it just collects everything usually. Now this stuff I can just pick up. I just hit E, grab some of that stuff if it misses it. But literally we're going to go around and just collect an obscene amount of stuff. Just kind of clear our entire area here for future expansion. It feels longer to chainsaw it than to just hit E a bunch of times. it's not actual wood. Another thing that someone pointed out is the fact if you're close to these rocks, it'll actually remove the rocks as well. What we got down here? There's a little dude down here. What's up, little buddy? Let me help you out of there. Look at you, you're so cute. Pet the doggo. Oh, bye, little buddy. Stay safe. You know you're running into a rock, right? We'll see you later. Don't tell me nothing about that. Don't tell me nothing. Yeah, you like how a chainsaw can collect rocks? I think it's pretty funny. It's like it does an AoE damage to everything around it. Alright, now you guys saw this over here earlier, that this was in my way. Say goodbye, trees. Get out my base! Evil trees. Can't get that one. Get this one. Oh, maybe it'll AoE the other one. Oh, it did. Alright, awesome. There we go. No more suspend disbelief there. Watch that rock. Boom! Bye, rock! Got me some limestone out of that. Now what I do is I just, once I get to this point, I mean I can just, you know, kind of start and stop 5 million times. Oh, not enough space. Run out of space. I can start and stop 500 times and just keep coming, collecting. I feel like it's just better to take a moment and just collect an obscene amount of stuff. And then you have tons of fuel that will push you into your next stage. Look at this just flowing in here non-stop. Nice. Nice. Alright. And then over here, we're going to go ahead and make a whole bunch of this stuff here. We'll automate all this here in a minute. We're going to put it behind our power here in just a momento. Alright. Just get this out of my inventory. We're going to take this back out. Oh, wait for it to go first. If it lets me. Oh, I don't have any on me. Alright, hold on. I got to move this stuff off of me here. Sort. There we go. Okay. Take this off while it's in between. Biofuel. There we go. Biofuel, obviously more efficient. What we got? One of them's out of power. That's a dead giveaway saying that one of your things is out of power. This one. This is the one. All right. That's okay. Again, later on we'll get the ability to just have it non-stop running. Be automated. There we go. How are we looking over here? Still looking good there. Take this out temporarily. Put this in. And make some biofuel from it. Again, you only have to do a little bit. And there we go. And that biofuel will last a little bit longer. So we can go in here and again continue to convert. We're going to make a crazy ton of this now. Because we got, see, the wood allows you to do a lot more stuff. There we go. So again, we're trying to, we started all over again from scratch. You're like, Kismet, oh my gosh, we're really far. I know, huh? I know, I had tons of stuff, but I feel like we could have done this way better and more efficient. And if I feel like that, I feel like I should just start over and learn those deeper mechanics as I go. It's kind of like learn to play, right? You know, it's nothing worse than when you're at max level, you're doing a 40-man dungeon, and you realize somebody in the party doesn't know how to play their max level character because they didn't bother to learn the mechanics as they were leveling. Yeah, there's nothing worse than that. And I like to learn the mechanics. That's one of my favorite parts, is learning all of that stuff. All right, we're making a crazy ton of fuel now. Oh, ran out of fuel. We'll get it here in a second. We're going to have enough for all of our stuff to be 200 here in a second. All right. Again, one of these is still running, so you don't want to burn the biofuel as well. And we'll top those two out. And I feel like it's that one in the back. Oh, this one. That one still had plenty. All right, go. Oh. So you only got to do it to one, and then it will kick them all back on. And there we go. But luckily, we still have a bunch of obscene amount of biofuel we can make. And again, we'll automate all this in a second. We'll automate it all. But we don't have to do it. There we go. Biofuel. Now, I feel like the only ones that you really need to convert is the wood, because the wood will make a lot. But you might as well convert it, because otherwise you got to just laying around doing nothing. And you don't want to have the stacks of all this extra stuff laying around. I feel like it's just, if it's more extra stuff laying around, then there you go. We're at a group of 10 to 15 people, and the rest were just there to die. I used to be a jerk, keep mouse. Well, that's not wrong. A lot of people just go in there and just become cannon fodder or mob fodder. I remember back in the day, man, lots of molten core and lots of all the dungeons in there. And I just run to get all my people's mains. Whatever gear they wanted. I usually take my gear last. I'm not defined by gear, by in-game stuff. I'm defined by friendships. That's what I'm defined by. How much fun did we have? That's always the deciding factor for me. I'm gonna top all the rest of these out. And now I've got an obscene amount of fuel that I can literally just kind of drop off right over here. And now we can also make, this is one of the few times that I like using, where's that, storage? And did we not, oh, we didn't unlock it yet. I forgot, oh, we didn't unlock it, that's right, we skipped it this time. Usually I'll put a little personal storage right there and put the fuel in it. This way it looks different than all my other stuff. But we'll just hold on to it for now. Alright, so we've got that done. We've got our stuff flowing through here. We've got it doing screws now. We want to make as many screws. Oh, mama. Alright, it's doing its job. Doing its job there. And then over here on the other side, we have got tons of those going. Over here, we've got tons of those going as well. Now, I saw a cool thing that you can just do this and this. And basically, it shows you what was in there. That's cool. I dig that. You can visually see it. I'm a more visual person. That's a genius idea. Alright, now you know what's in each container. That's cool, Matt. That is cool. Dee. Alright, now we know what's in each of those. And we're looking good. Alright, I got fully powered. We got that going. We split this, so now we got this going more efficiently. Again, I don't know why that's saying 1%. It's coming in at 15, going out at 15. I have it splitting from 30 into there. So 30 per minute, then it's splitting. It's going 15 and 15. And this is coming out. Yeah, look, that's backlogging there. That's 30 coming out of there. Let's take this out of here. That was at 100% efficiency. Yeah, I feel like that's cranking its way out of there. Our belts go up to 60. Transfer 60 resources per minute. Used to move resources between buildings. So... Alright, let's go get our glowy guy up here and see if we can give this a boost. Where's our glowy guy up here? Jump. Get your big old butt up there. Hello, little glowy guy. I don't think I didn't see you from down there. Beep. Got me a little
This
sluggy.
semi-slug seems to emit weak potential energy from its crystalline shell. Further analysis of crystals required to determine application.
Alright, let's go in here and learn what we learned from this stuff.
Barrel nuts can be added to the object scanner catalog after unlocking the new blueprint in Hub Tier 1.
Alright, we'll put our power slug in there and get that going. This is just turning out loot! Alright. How we doing over here? Ooh, mama, that's filling up fast. And how we looking out here as well? I feel like this could be really amped up over here. Let's really get this started. Again, this is a normal node, so this is why we're getting so much of this come through. And these are probably already backlogged. Yeah, see, if that's at 100, then you know it's not right. It's just not balanced. I don't care what that number says. If that's 100, then it should only be like 1 or 2 all the time, because it's sufficiently grabbing it and then making it, grabbing it and making it. If it's not grabbing it and making it, then there's something wrong. There's something wrong with our efficiency level. That's just game mechanic basics. Same thing over here. That's 100. So it looks like this needs to be split again, because this is coming out of here at 60, and our conveyor goes at 60. So we need a split and then another splitty split. And luckily, we got a chainsaw. Out of there, sucker! Out the way! I think I forgot about you, tree in my way. Blocking the beauty that is my base. Get out there. You too. Alright. And we've got that going. Got some trees. We need some trees right here. Should have hit the tree right there. So you got rid of these rocks. Alright. I feel like we could just go ahead and run this forward a little bit. Just so we don't have to have it floating in the middle of the thing here. Put one down there for no reason. Alright, let's go do this the easy way. Get on out of here, trees. We don't need no stinking trees. Alright, just because I'm a stickler, I'm gonna stick a ramp in there. Alright. Now here's the easy way to do this. You just go from the side. So much easier. I see you again, tree. I'm watching you. I'm eyeballing you, tree. Get rid of the leaves. Get the tree too. Okie dokie. Alright, so we just need basically the same setup, except for on another line. Because we want to split it in half again, so that'd basically be 4 of these running simultaneously. So we need, of course, another smelter. We need 2 smelters and 2 constructors for right now. So here's what we need to make that happen. Now, we might have the ability to do that, and that's why I keep a workbench over here. Because we need reinforced plates. We need a bunch of screws. And so instead of running back and grabbing more resources, we usually have enough resources on us to make what we need. So I find that's what makes that more convenient. And then we need cables. We need 4 of those. We're good. That's it. We're rocking. Alright. And we're going to go ahead and take out... let's see. We need to split into 4 ways. So... we need to split... because we want it to be even. Right? So if you think about the math of this, right? This would be 1. And then this would be a half and a half of that 1. But we want to split it up into quarters. But we can't do that because this doesn't split into 4 ways. It only splits into 3 ways. So we have to think about how we're going to split that. So we want to go ahead and just take this off temporarily. And say we got those 2 going into there. And we want to go ahead and do our constructors first now. We'll put our forges back there. And we'll do our constructors first. Try to line those up along this line here. We'll say 1 there. And 1 there. And then we'll do our smelters. We'll run off of our things there. It does give you these white lines. These white lines here, which basically make it easier to see what the heck you're doing. Alright, see how the white lines are all lining up? And they're lining up in the middles, they're lining up on the sides, they're lining up on the plates. All of these kind of vanishing lines help a lot. Alright, let's go ahead and connect all of these. Like that. So we need basically the same thing we're doing over here, where we're splitting it and we're running it into those 2. We need to do the same thing over here, where we do a splitter like this. At least this is what I feel like we should do. We need to come in this way, there, and then in theory we could connect those together and run this into here. So we're going to do 50% and then 50% again. Now to produce that 50%, we're going to need another splitter, which is going to split it in 50% and then 50% again, which really means it's going to go 50% and then split that into quarters. Again, if you're doing the easy math. Doing the easy math, and that's what we're going to do. Easy math. We do easy math in my channel. Easy math, everybody. Alright, what do we need? Well, we need some more cables. Alright. Alright, we always need something. Over here. Alright, make some cables. Burn. Again, keep the math nice and easy, everybody. If you're thinking efficiency-wise. Alright, splitter. And yeah, we got a little bit of room so we can watch it. I like to have a little bit of room so I can watch it go. That not align. Feels like it didn't align. Even though I held down the control key. Try it again. The heck? Oh. That's not an input. That's not an input. Hold on, I gotta turn the splitter. Turn the splitter so it's this way. There we go. That's what's going on there. Okay, and then no. Splitter in this way. I'll line it that way. This will go in there. Split this way. And then a nice beautiful Great deal. Semi-straight. And then split again over here. So split and split again. And that should be equally in 4 parts. I feel. So because you got 60 coming out of here, this is able to run this at 60. Then that splits in half, so that's 30 and 30. And then you split it again, and that'd be 15 and 15. And there you go. That's what I'm thinking. Math, blah, right? Do you really need 2 more smelters? You don't really need that much. I mean, this is really an obscene amount of copper coming out of here. But you'll see why I'm going to be doing that here in a second. Because we're going to run it in here. Oh, we gotta cue our power up first. We got to do our power. Whoop. Can't get up there. Got to run all the way around. Whee. Okay. Let's just fix that for future reference. Perfect. Out the way. Alright, so... there we go. Alright, so furnace copper. It's because that's a normal node. It's got a lot more resources coming out of it than the other ones do. Like so. Now I guess we could just do 2 furnaces and then split those 2 furnaces. Because those will be coming out at 30. I guess we can do that as well. Let's go look at that first. Alright, so if these are coming through, if I split that and it's coming through at 60 and this is 30 and 30, then this is going in at 15 and 15. But that is true, yeah. See, you want to split it after you get here, because this is 15 and 15. So, you actually want to split it after you do the forges. Alright, well, let's fix it that way. Again, math is awesome. When it works out. Alright, again, we can take all this out. Of course, that's coming out at 60. We're splitting that into 30 and 30. And it's not keeping up. Hold on, see, that doesn't work out. So if this is coming through and not keeping up, see, it's not keeping up, it's at 100. But in theory, that should be 30 and 30, because it's 60 coming out, cut it in half, that's 30 and 30. Maybe it just got backlogged because we hadn't finished the rest of it. Let's just try that anyway. Alright, take that out of there, so we're going to have to listen to that. What do we need to do? We need to make a storage. That's what we need to do temporarily. There's a random storage container over here. We just store all our stuff in. Alright. Let's really make this awesome. Now we're going to use the same principle, though. So what we just did. So that's in theory. 30 split into 2 would be what we would need. So that's going 30, 30. And then this needs to be 15, 15, and 15. This would be coming out at 30 and 30. So if we combine it would be coming out at 60. And then we could split it some more. I feel like we want to take all this out and redo all of this too. Be kind of a higher platform like we have on all the rest of these. We'll get her done. Get a little bit of all this stuff out. Don't have any concrete on me. Oh, no, there was some. Right there. Alrighty. Now, this is one of my favorite parts, is not knowing. Is to try stuff and see what happens. Because I feel that's like the old school way of playing games. Is to try stuff, as opposed to just looking it up and whatnot. You know, you go on a wiki and look it up. No, I mean, if you get stuck and you go watch a video or something like that, I don't feel that's too bad. But, again, making mistakes and learning from them is super fun. For me, anyway. Alright, we can go grab some more concrete in a minute. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at this. I'll take this out because this power pole's in my way. I feel like this power pole is also in my way. So, we come out of 2 into 60 again. So, 60 splits into 30, 30. 30 goes back into 60, and then 60 splits into 4 different things, in theory. So, we need a merger. Let's say right... I'm going to turn that around so it goes this way. There we go, okay. So let's merge on this side. Merge that, because my thing by default goes at 60, so it's going to pull that out of there, or run that at 60 anyway. And then we want to go and split into our double split, right? So, because we want it to end up to be 15. So if it's coming out at 30 and then combining into 60, if we split it up into 4 segments, or 1/4 of each of that, that would be 15. In theory. We'll see. We'll see. And so we'll run that. And of course, when we get the higher level ones, like the Mark IIs and all that stuff, then it's going to change all of this, and we'll have to rework all of that again. All right. So there's splitter number 1. And that's going to split it to go into the other 2. All right, so that's going to go 1 to there. Kind of feel like maybe I should have moved that over. Yeah, I feel like I should move that over. Let's put it on this side. So this merger, I'm going to put on this side. Stay right there. And that's going to merge those together. And then that's going to come to a splitter. Man, I love this kind of stuff. Oh, too close. Too close, Rooney. Litter. That. Alright, and that's going to split into 3, but we don't want it to split into 3. We want it to split into 2. Because we want to fund a bunch of these constructors. And we're just going to go ahead and make a bunch of these babies. They're not going to be perfectly aligned because this darn pole's in my way. Get out the way! I feel like we want to leave a little bit of room too so we can split all these again. So let's leave a little bit of room. I'm going to see the ground here. So let's just make 4 of these in a row. I feel like you want to start at the end and work your way backwards. Like, you want to make the constructors first and then work your way back from there very, very often. Let's take all. Sort. Put this biofuel in there. Some stuff that we don't need on us right now. Alright, and so we've split that. Now this is 60. This is 30. And then we do let's do this one over here. Just to make it visually easier. We need the green going that way. And I'll leave a little extra room. Then that would be into there. And that would be... Uh-oh. Did this wrong because it's not coming out right. Hold on. So, getting splitter here. So we go into there. Did I do this backwards? Do I have these backwards? Totally possible. Wasn't paying attention. Oh yeah, I got all these backwards. Alright, that's too funny. Too funny. Alright, constructor. Gotta have the orange this way, not the green. You got the green this way, you're screwed. Alright. Again, life is full of mistakes. Just rolled it. Both in real life and in game. Again, you'll know when you made a mistake, usually. It's actually the smartest thing about being a human is knowing when you made a mistake. That's the hardest part. Alright, so again, so this comes through 30-30 into 60. 60 cuts into 1/2 that way. And that's going to be 30, and then cut into 15. And then splitter again. And this comes in from this side. Back it up a little bit. Stay there. And this splits into this. And that goes into that. And now we just need one more thingamajigger here. I'm gonna... Oh, we got it. Alright. Make one more of those. Right there. So in theory, that should work. So 30 goes to 60. So, well, it's coming out 60, right? Let's start at the beginning. It's coming out 60 because this is a normal node. So we start with this. Coming out 60. Then we split it. 30-30. Right? And this takes 30 in and goes 30 out. So 30-30. Now we're 30-30, and of course the things go at 60. So we go in, boom. Now we're going at 60 through here into this one. This one's now 60. Then we cut this into 60, and that's going 30 that way and 30 that way. And then that's cutting again into 15 and 15 and 15. All right, that should, in theory, work. Let's go ahead and work on our power. And then when it comes out, it's coming out... Let's double check this again. These, we're making wire. And, oh, this is going to be an obscene amount of wire. Holy moly. Okay. Wire, wire, wire. Pants on fire. So this is coming in at 15. And it's going out at 45. But it's really going out at 15. Because it's 15 as much as can come in, 15 as much as go out. So in theory, we want to combine it all back again. And then push it out at 60. But yeah, 15 is as much. See, that's the thing. Why would it be 3 wire, 45 per minute? Oh, it's going to make 3 wires at a time from 1. I see. 1 coming in, 3 going out. You know, I never noticed that until just this, until this time. Again, this is why we started over. This is why we started over, because, you know, it's fun. We could keep going, and I could have tore down that big giant base and built coal plants and all that stuff. But again, when you're playing a game, it's all about the mechanics. And that's what my games, that's the way I like to play games. That's the old school way of it, is learning the mechanics. And once you learn those mechanics, it's like, oh, I get it now. I love those moments. I play games for those moments and those moments alone. And so, look, we're coming in 15, and it's going 3 out at a time. So 3 times 15 is 45. So now 45 of them suckers are going to be firing out of there at a time. Okay. Now we have to take that into account because our conveyor only goes at 60. So we take 45 and we do it times 2. And it's starting to get late, so I'm going to start using a calculator at this point. So 45 times... Some of you are like, Kismet, that's easy, bro. That's 90. All right, so that comes out at 90. But what is a multiple of 60, right? Because 60 is the speed at which our conveyor goes. So we want to take 60, right? 60, let's see, 45 is 90. 90 times 2. And this one, math really gets fun. Is 80 divided by 60 is 3. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So, it's basically into 3. So if we combine this, it would be too fast. So when I combined the two wires together, that was actually a mistake. It was actually a mistake because if you have this coming out at 45 and this is coming out at 45 and you combine it together and your conveyor can only go 60 when it's supposed to go 90, then that's wrong math-wise. That's not correct. So we got to figure out a way of combining and uncombining and running them separate so that they equal 60, right? So we can split that in half. So if you take 45 and you split that in half, that's going to be 22.5, right? That's not going to work out, right? That's not going to. But if you times it times 3, what is that? 67.5. So that's close, but yeah. And of course, later on, we get the faster, the things that go at 120 and all of that stuff. The faster conveyors, which can do all of that. But very, very fun. Oh, let me catch up on chat. Love how chainsaws rocked. Yeah, this base. How are you? This base is going to look awesome. Yeah, Skelly Cat. I'm doing awesome. Now, by the way, if you have a comment or question for me, my name is Kismet. They call me the Wasteland Tycoon or the Gaming Tycoon, or in this case, the Factory Tycoon. We play lots of games up in here. We play simulation games and, of course, games like this, Satisfactory, probably most known for Fallout, 7 Days to Die. I love me survival games as well. Love me some MMOs and MMOs and M&Ms when I can speak. And lots of other various games here on the stream. So we have lots and lots of fun. So if you do like that type of thing, you like all sorts of games, feel free to hit that follow button because we're gonna explore the deep mechanics that literally I make millions, billions, even trillions of whatever units are in that particular game because I learned the deep mechanics first. And that's what I do. And I will start over as many times as it takes until I get those mechanics down. So there we go. Smelter could feed 2 constructors, so it's just feeding 1 there. Would be back up into constructors and smelters. I think I just talked about that. Curtis said 30 to 60 to 30 to 15. Your final result is correct. Nice job. Well, thank you. 3 bells at 60. I've started this game over a half dozen times. I'm with you. There you go, Curtis. Yes, I like to start over. Again, I was all the way up to coal, and I could have just tore down my base and rebuilt it. But that's a lot more fun to just kind of get the idea of how the mechanics work from the beginning, right? From the beginning as you're going, and not try to rush to the high-level stuff and then, build a big, giant mega base. Don't worry, I'll build a mega base. I'll build an obscene one, as I do in just about every building game. I'll build a one where you're just like, dang, Kismet, how does that even run on your computer? We'll get to that point. We'll get there. But again, enjoy the journey along the way. Okay, so we figured out some math there. So the hardest thing here is getting this to equal 60. So if we don't want to combine it at all. We literally want this to come out. And what can we do? I guess we could overflow this into a container. And that container would catch any of that extra overflow. And then we could output that however we want. So, yeah, but if we could put it in separate containers and then control the overflow that way, and it would in theory still go 60 though. It would still go 60 and pull it out of there at 60. But there is another step that we need after this anyway. And that is, can we make another constructor? What else do we need? We need more of this stuff over here. Like a nice crafting bench over here. We don't have to run all the way back. Let's go ahead and make some more iron plates. Yeah, that's why I like to keep a bit of the raw resources on me so I don't have to run all the way back over there, get more iron or whatever it is. It's just more convenient. I think we need 10, right? I could have pressed the plus, but I keep forgetting. I'm trying to remember to press that plus. I really like that feature. That's a great feature for someone like me who just says, okay, how much do I need of what? And I've already forgotten 10 seconds. Not even 10 seconds, 3 seconds later. Now, half of this I want to stay as spools, and half of this I actually want to start creating as cables. So, we want to also make a constructor here. And let's see how... I'm just going to put it down randomly. We'll fine-tune it here in a second. If we brought it in as cables, what does it come in as? It comes in as 30 per minute. as wire. So 2 wires per cable. So we need 2 wires for cable. And those are coming in at 30 and going out at 15. But it's only making 1 cable. So really we need the cables to come in at 15. Right? No, we need them to come in at 30. And we need them to go out at 15. That's what we need. Okay. But they're going to come out of here at 45. So yeah, again, if you cut it in half, you could get to 67.5, which would make it more efficient. But I want it to be on the dot, right? You want it to be on the dot. And later on, we could fine tune it and get it going. But yeah, 67.5 I think is about the best we could do. Is we could cut it in half. So 45 divided by 2 would be 22.5. And then, or wait a minute, we can cut it in thirds. 45 divided by 3 would be 15. Ah, there it is. There's the magic number. It's 45 divided by 3, which is 15. Aha! We found the magic number. And the magic number, 3's the magic number. Hey, it is the magic number. Conjunction junction, everybody. Know your functions. All right, look, we got the magic number down. So it's divided by 3. Now, how convenient. Hold on, we're going to put it way up here. How convenient that the splitter actually goes in 3s. I think they kind of pre-thought this out, didn't they? They're so smart. All right, a lot smarter than I was being there. But hey, there we go. We got our brain working. So if it comes out of here at 45, and it goes into here, bam. It's now going to go in there at 45, right? Maximum it could go at 60, but right now it's going to come out at 45, go in at 45. But if I split it again, then it's going to be at half that, and then half that again, or a quarter that, quarter more. So we're going to split it in 3, which is then going to make a crazy ton of cable. Oh my gosh! All right, and this is all theory, by the way. I have not actually turned this on and seen, but I know how to know if it works, and that is if it doesn't accumulate extra stuff in there. So I'm going to make 3 of these over here just to be a crazy man. And then the same thing here, right? If we're doing wires now and it's coming out at 45, right? It's coming out at 45. We cut that in 3s. We could, in theory, we could bring it out at 45 and then split it into 3s and then combine those 2 lines, the 15 and 15, into 60, and then it would be going efficiently. There we go. Again, it's all about learning those mechanics. And there we go into here. Right, now there's only one problem. I got way too many of these suckers going at the same time. So if I split this into a third, that's going to give me 1 line. Yeah, so if I split that, so we need 3. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. Oh, hold on, I'll show you what I mean here. I'm just going to build it, and then we'll talk about it. Let's do it. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to split this, and we're going to go in this way. We're going to need to offset this. I don't think we're going to have enough room for all of this. Yeah, we are definitely not going to have enough room right there. All right, let's just go ahead and line both these up. Just for the pretty sake. You little... Ooh, she's touchy. So close. Let's just go with that. Close enough. Yeah, we do not have enough room for that. This has got to be offset that way. You're out of there. Yeah, this is all got to go. We got to move that way. That is so yeah, we want to do 4 of them, and then these 3 we can have just doing copper wire, where this one over here we can have doing copper poles, and it's going to be making a crazy ton of them. All right, so this needs to go and split multiple times. Oh my gosh. Alright, this is a lot of splitting and converting to make this math work. So once again, coming out at 45. Alright, coming out at 45. Okay. Take this out. Take that out. We got to work from this side first. Beautiful. All right. So that's coming out of there. Man, I felt like these ones should be moved apart too, because when you're splitting it like this, this is gonna just get slowly further and further over to the side, out of the way. And I'll probably just kind of pre-do this by doing this. Oh, if I had concrete. All right, quick break. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, this is over here making me crazy tons of stuff. Yeah, look at all that concrete. Woo. Keep doing your thing, bro. This is awesome, man. Again, we're getting it down. We're learning our game mechanics. So again, that comes out at 45. 45 divided by 3 is 15. Each of these are 15. And then this is going to go ahead and merge right here. We'll just bring it out a little bit. Say there. Those are orange. Those are inputs, and green is an output. All right. Just don't have enough plates. I got some over here. Nope. Could have got some while we're over there, or we can just make some more while we're sitting here. And we'll have to run all the way back. All right. That's why it wouldn't connect. All right, there we go. So, now 15, right? So 45 coming out. Split into 15, 15, 15, and 15. Now we've combined the two 15s together to equal 30. But that's not enough, right? Because what we want is we want 60. 60 is going to go at the maximum speed of our conveyors. So we need to find a way of combining and then combining again. We're like combining and combining and combining and combining. All right. We're going to keep on doing that. All right. And we're just going to merge and then merge again. Now we need to merge our 30 coming out of here. Again, this is all just theory. I'm just using math to try to figure this out. And again, 45 coming out, 15, 15, this is 30. This is another 15 here. We need to get another 15 coming out of there. Right there. And we'll go ahead and put our splitter in. We'll try to offset it a little bit. Again, these splitters are going to be offset. Because they're just in the way. Alright, I think I can move this. Grab all of this. Oh, not enough. Not enough room. What a surprise. Let's just put this over here. Keep running over there every time. What am I missing? Oh, plates, really? Used up all my plates. And that's just a temporary container to hold all my stuff. There we go. That's eventually going to be in the way. Let's not forget all our loot. We actually lost some loot at the very beginning of the game. It just vanished. Vanished, but it happens. It's a, you know, early version. Early version of it. Alright, so this is now 30. 30 into this one. That's a merger. Now this would be Huh. Now we need to move this merger over. Yeah, this merger needs to be over here. It needs to be along this line. So merger with it going this way. Like this. So then we could run this one into the side. And run this into here. That's another 15. And then that into there. But that does not reach there. Nope. Like I said, that's going to have to be offset. Or we could have widened the things behind and figured that all out. But if it works, it works. That's all we're worried about now. Just making sure that it works. All right, splitter. This is like engineering here. All right. Oh, nope, too close. Too close and not in the right position. All right. Let's put it like that. It's going into there. And that's coming out 15. Really? Oh, we don't have enough plates. That's what it's doing. That's why it wasn't working. It wasn't that it was wrong. It was I didn't have enough plates. Because I put them away. Let's grab a little bit of everything here. Alright. Let's make some more plates. Now, there's a whole bunch of plates over there I could go pick up. But that would mean I have to walk all the way back there. Okay, let's just stop fail fishing here. That's into there. Alright, so 15, 15, 30. 30 into there. And then 15 out of here. 15 out of there. That's 30. So now this is 60. So that's pumping that out of there at 60, which is maximum conveyor belt speed, and firing that off back to my base. I like that. All right. And so in theory, that's 1.5. Right? That's 1.5. And then this would be another 30. And this, oh, we're going to have an extra one. We're going to have an extra one. So maybe we need 4. Right? Because that's 30. 30, which becomes 60. And this is 30, 30, which becomes 60. But then we'll have an extra line because we'll split it in a third. Again. Oh, that's tough. That's tough math. You're not going to use a spreadsheet for this. Hold on. I could be doing this in a spreadsheet. Let's go check our spreadsheet action. I'm going to use my Kismet settlement overseer. Let's do it. I know I made a thing for this game on there. So if we have, let's say, 15, 15, 15, and then 15 again, 15 again, 15 again, 15, 15, 15, and this would become 30, 30, 30. Oh wait, this would be 30. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. This is 30. Now this would be 30. And that would be 30. This would be 30, and this would be 15. Yeah, that's right. All right. But if we take that out, what if we do 4 of them? Be 15, 15. Yeah, no matter what, we have an extra 15 at the end. Yeah, we have an extra 15 at the end. See? Kiz, what is the input for the cables? The input for the cables was... Let's go look. Cables was... it looks like 2 coming in. So that would be half that. But we're not really doing the cables right now. What we're trying to do is we're trying to run the wires as quickly as possible down our conveyor. So we want to run them at full 60 down the conveyor. So when we're making our wires and we're running them through, right over here, it's going to come out at 45 per minute. So we take the 45 per minute, we cut it into threes, and then recombine it again. Instead of it just running at 45, it's going to recombine and recombine on multiple conveyors. So it's running down just one conveyor at 60. That's what we're trying to do right now. So we've figured that out, right? We figured out how to do it. But the problem is that there's always an extra 15. And that's an interesting thing. I mean, I guess I could cycle it back in again. So right here, you could, in theory, cycle it back in the system, right? Because you could just run it back into itself, I would think. Or this is the output. So this would have to run back into the system somehow. The extra 15 would recycle back in. That's an interesting thought. All right, well let's just do this for now, and keep going. All right, and we'll work on wires. Will be over there. We only need one for wires. This is going to make an insane amount of wires. Believe me, it'll make a ton. So yeah, 45 split into 15, 15, 15. Now at 60, as they all combine, and then fire down the run at 60. So when it's going down that long conveyor, it's going down the long conveyor at maximum speed. Instead of at 45, it'll be going at 60. All right. Well, that seems perfect. Coming through. That's 15. This is 15. That's 15. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and this is 60. This goes out at 60. Okay. So. Yeah, the same thing over here. Same thing over here. So we want a merger out here. And there's 15. There's 30. And we need more blocks. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Now back there it might run out of power or whatever, but I'm figuring stuff out, so I'm gonna leave that to do its own devices back there. All right, we need to line this up so that we can remerge that. That's coming out, going into there. All right. Am I out of plates again? Out of plates again. I probably have about 900 of them over there right now. That's okay. We'll make some. All right, into there. Out of there. All right, this merges in. That's going to be not enough. That's going to be not enough there, because this needs to merge and then merge again. So we need to put 2 in and then have a side merge. Yeah, we need a side merge and then that merges in. This actually is going to go that way. Actually, we'll do it like this. So that's going to merge in there. And that's going to be 15, 15, 15, 15, 30, 15, 15, 30, and that's 60. So both of those are going to be blasting out of there at 60. All right? That's fun, man. I dig that. That's super cool. Wouldn't 4 sources of 55 give you 3 lines of 60? You would think so, but if you think about it, let's see, it's 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, so that's 3 lines. But it's kind of hard to show you, but I can show you on a spreadsheet. But if 3 15s together is not going to cut it, right? Because it's 3 15s, and then, oh, wait a minute. No. Hold on. I didn't add another 15. So 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. I need one more 15 over here. Oh, I didn't add enough 15s. That was my bad. Miscalculated on the spreadsheet. Nah, yeah, it's 4. You're right, it's 4. It is 4, not 3. Because if you look at it in lines, right? So you have 3 lines coming out, right? And then you put 3 lines together, right, like this. Then these 2 lines and then these two lines go together like this. That's hard to do, right? That's hard to do. If you look at it like that, you're combining those lines together. Which works great on 2, but then again, 2 together are only, this is going to be, 60 and then 60, and then you'll have 30 in the other line. So it's actually 4. 4 actually equals the optimum run speed of those particular items. I kind of feel like maybe I'll just run it down over there and then utilize it over there. And you got to think of the input also over there. So I could run multiple 60 lines. So yeah, I want to do all of them. All right, we're going to tear this down. We're going to try it with 4. Because you're right, it's 4. Now that I visualize it, because you can, if you look at it in a spreadsheet, if you put, basically it's 4 times 3, yeah, 4 times 3, which is 12. And then you combine it together again and again. Again, if you want to see the spreadsheet, my mods will throw it in the chat. You can see what I'm talking about when you're combining those two, and then you're combining these two. It's almost like a little flow chart, math-wise, because you have the two 15s, and the two 15s are combining into 30s, and the 30s are then combining into 60s. So if you look at it math-wise, it works out. 6, 6, yeah, that works out. All right. I know it works now. Let's go to it. Well, in theory. Let's go to it over here. And once you know, I think the most powerful thing in any game is knowing, right? Now that we know that, that gives us a huge mental advantage in the game on micromanaging this. Now, what I can do is once I have it coming out of there at 60 per second, I can then choose one of those lines to split again and then micromanage it into wires. And I feel like that seems like the most efficient thing to do, is to do one kind of level of production at a time. So, let's go ahead and just offset this time. And we're going to go ahead and... got that. We're going to put a splitter off way over here. Right, so we need a splitter for each one of these. So we're going to put a splitter there. Right there. Just going to put it on the edge of each of these. So I think, no, it's going to be enough room? Maybe. Let's put it to the side like this. Oh, helps if I had everything going the right direction. I wasn't even looking, so I think I might have had it right, but let's just double check. Alright, be looking at what you're doing. Okay. So it's coming in from that side and it's splitting into 3 different directions. There we go, that's right. And then this one, going on the inside this time. Alright. I feel like maybe this. That one on the inside, this one on the outside. Inside. Outside. That's it. We're just going to make a nice big area. Alright, that's looking good. Alright, this one goes into this one. This one goes into that one. Alright, now we're looking sexy. Okay. Let's start on the far side. Start on the far side. Here we go. Merger. And we're just going to run that merger straight out. Straight out like this. We're trying to get 60 out of this, remember. We're trying to get 60. So, let's put our mergers say here. We got plenty of room. I don't know why I'm so trying to compact everything together. Got plenty of room out here to build. Alright, so there's 30. And then we need another kind of sub-merger right here to merge these ones together. So we'll just kind of put them in the middle here. Now we're also kind of thinking of the aesthetic too, you know, how it looks. So we'll merge that one into there. And this one into here. And that one into there. And this will be our main line. So there's 60 right there. So right here. 15, 15, 30. 15, 15, that's 30, and then 30 into there. Very nice. Very nice, looking beautiful. Alright, and then we just rinse and repeat. Let's go. Rinsey, rinsey, repeat, repeat. And again, we'll bring this one straight out from this one. And we'll align those nicely. Somewhere along those lines. This one will come out here. And that will combine. This one's already combining this side. Yeah, that one's combining. Oh, we got a problem though. We got a problem because we got to combine again on the other side. So this is too close. That's too close. Oh, Didn't want to do that. Wrong button. I gotta take all this back out again. Wrong button. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there little by little, everybody. Takes a little ingenuity, a little figuring it out. Alright, and I feel like I'm getting faster at this too. That's another kind of byproduct of doing this, is you feel like you're getting a little faster at merging stuff. That's merging into there. Get in there. And this. I'm going to merge this. This is just going to go right into this one. Maybe I should set this. I should have set that one forward. That's what I should have done. What? Screwed it up again. Keep at it. Glitter. Into there. From here, into there. Alright, there we go. Alright, so that's going to there. This is the outer merger one. I want kind of a more of an inner merger one. With this. This into here. That into... Oh, out of plates. Oh, bad clicking. Alright, that goes into there. Those two can go in there and we leave one side open. Okay, there we go, okay. And this can go into there. Though it'd be easier if I didn't have to... See, these two are going into the side, and then this is merging and then going into here. And I can kind of rinse and repeat that same thing from this side. Let's just try to make it consistent all the way across. I see. I was switching my direction there. So what I want to do is take this one and go into this one and go into here. To basically match what I'm doing over there. See? I'm taking two of these out and running these in. I'm taking two of those out. It's kind of like the flip of the thing, right? So just to make it more aesthetically pleasing and then easier to manage, we're going to do that. All right, and then we'll combine, do a sub combine right here. Sub merger right on this one. This will go into here. You're like, Kismet, you lost me at hello. That's okay. That's okay. This is just simple math here. Once you get it down, you know what your output and input is, and combining and all of that stuff. It's really not that tough. It's really not that tough. It just requires a bit of understanding of what's going on each section. All right, and then we're going to put a merger up here. And this is going to be our main. Yeah, let's just run it right here. Oh, we need more plates. More plates. Can't believe my stuff is still running over there. Is it still running? Oh yeah, still going all this time. Still cranking away on just the fuel that we put in there. I'm sure it'll run out at some point. I'm sure it'll run out. We'll get back to it. Okay, so we're over here. We're trying to make another merger. So this will be our side merger over here. And we'll do the same kind of thing. We'll do the outside. We'll do the inside, so we don't need an extra merger. I mean, we could put an extra merger there and merge it together and do all of that. But I feel it's unnecessary. You know, just do that. And then another merger here, which is going to go ahead and combine these last two 15s. So this is... Oh, that's not where I wanted to go. This is 15, and that's 15. And this should go into there. But we ran out. We literally need one more plate. So messed up. So messed up. There we go. Now again, don't be afraid to make mistakes, right? Don't be afraid to make mistakes. and have issues along the way and go, oh, wait a minute, I did that wrong. I need to do that again. Or you try stuff and you're like, oh, I think it's like this. And then if you get it wrong, then you're like, oh, wait, no, I got that wrong. It's really like this. And that's okay. That's okay. We're really crushing it now. More plates. So I can run more conveyors into here. All right. Get in there. All right, here we are. Yes, 4 of them equals what you need. So if you have 4 of them coming out, eventually you'd want to slim it down into 4 different converters here, which actually ends up into 3 lines. So it comes out at 4, but ends up in 360 lines. Because, again, let's just start with the math, right? So it comes out over here at 45. At 45, it comes into a splitter. It's split into 3 different ways. So 45 turns into 15. You take 15 and 15, you add it together, that is 30. Now, of course, this particular one, which is level 1 of our thing. Now, by the way, all this is going to change later. All this is going to change later. We'll adjust it later. But at the beginning of the game, it's kind of cool to know the mechanics. So the conveyors go at 60 maximum right now, right? So we can combine 15 and 15 together, which equals 30. And then we're going to go ahead and run this out over here, which is 15, 15, which is combines. And then it comes out of here at 30. And then as it combines together, it will be 30, or it'll be 60 total. And then we'll run it at 60 all the way over to the other side of our base. Or we'll run it into another machine or split it again. Do all of that work over there. And the same thing here. You got this one over here going 15, that's 15. Then we start on the next one, right? The next line. This is 15, that's 15. Over here, we got 15 going into there, 15 going into there, which comes out 30. This comes in 15 and 15 and goes. Now, we could, in theory, to make it perfect, make this into a sub one as well. So, we wanted to make it perfect, we would take this out. Now, the reason why that is because when this goes in, this is going to be 15, 15, and 30. Right? So, the actual input of this is going to be different, right? It's going to be different. So you'd have 15, 15, and 30. So you'd have a lot coming in this one, and then a lot less coming in the other 2. So if you wanted to make it perfect, so that it's very feeding in there well, you would actually merge all of this together. So this would then become 30 over here, like so. And then this would go into here. And then you'd have a perfect feeding of 30 and 30 coming in at the same time and then pushing out 60, which I feel like probably where we want to go. Right? Again, so you want to go ahead and just try stuff out and see what happens. And then we'll merge here again. So we can get this one. How are we going to get that one? We're going to get it straight, and then we'll get it from the right. We'll merge that into there. So we'll get this one from the straight, that's 15, and then we'll get this one from the side, that's 15. And now they're perfectly, instead of unevenly coming in at 15, 15, and 30, they will now come in at 30, 30, and then become 60 on the output. And hopefully I led you guys down the road as to what I was thinking there. But let's go ahead and actually see if it works. Now, the real thing is if it comes out of there, and it's not backlogging stuff, and it's coming through there and just cranking down the line, then we know we've got something going on. Again, we'll do another merger here. Go ahead and run that into there. We'll run this into there. And that into there. And now, beautifully, look how wonderfully symmetrical it is now. At least somewhat wonderfully symmetrical. Right? There's a beauty in it. When you get it just so, right? When you get it just so, and you got it going. Now, if I have the next level, which is 120, I can eventually merge those together, and then it would be shooting at 120 across the whole entire thing, which would be awesome. All right, so there we go. Let's go ahead and take our stuff out here. Hold on, do I have enough room for all this stuff? Probably not. Nope, I don't. All right. Now, meanwhile, back at the ranch, let's check on our power. This has just been cranking these things in here like crazy. Holy mackerel. We got tons of those going on. Let's go check our screws over here. Whoop, looking good. Are we looking on our plates? Looking good. Let's look on our fuel. Still got plenty. Over here, lots of concrete, very nice, or a good amount. And this is stopped, and this is stopped. This will eventually will be our cables right there. And this is just a random thing that I just throw a whole bunch of random stuff in there, because when it gets full, I just throw it there. Alright, and the same thing with this one up here, but I'm going to take this one out so we can run our lines now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay. Now, we're going to actually have 3 lines running here. Let's go ahead and... Oh, we don't have any concrete, which is funny because we have a whole barrel of it back here. Let's make some more stuff. Now, again, if this turns out to be wrong, that's okay. It's okay to try stuff. And, you know, you're trying to figure out the mechanics. Being wrong helps you learn. The problem is when you can't admit you're wrong. I find that's the hardest thing as a human, is to admit you're wrong. Right? I always go, oh, my mistake. Because you know what? If you do that, then you can move on. Otherwise, people just spend so much time, one, pretending like they know more than everybody else. There's nothing worse than a know-it-all who can't admit when they make mistakes. I mean, oh, that's the worst, man. Put a 1 in the chat if you know who I'm talking about. If you've got a friend who's like that, who's just a know-it-all, right? It doesn't matter. Even if they're wrong, they still say that they're right. No, I'm telling you, that's the way it is, right? They can't just say, you know what, my bad. My bad. Like right there, when I was doing that math, I did the math wrong because I forgot to add another 15. And when I added another 15, then I could visualize it and see, wait a minute, yes, 4 equals 60 in the end if you're going to try to run it at full speed down the conveyor all the way across to the other side of my thing, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and run this one first because it's going to be the one that is going to be over on this side. We'll say we'll run it right to here. And we'll run it along. We'll get to powering all that up and all that stuff here in a minute. We're just going to burn a crazy ton of these down here. Now, we don't want to merge these, because if we merge these, it's going to basically be like 120, and I don't have that yet, so that's not going to work. Hold on. Oh, wait, maybe I didn't have enough plates. That could have been it. It could have been I didn't have enough plates. Oh, yeah, I didn't have enough plates. Hold on. We can fix it. Hey! I forgot! Get out of here, evil tree! Get out of my base. Yeah, plates shouldn't be an issue at this point. They should not be an issue. I got a crazy ton of them over here. Been nothing but cranking those things out the whole entire time. And bammo. Now we're gonna just push it over. I could have, you know, made it perfect and all that. You know what? Let's just make it nice. Let's just, yeah, you know what? Let's just make it special. Let's backtrack it. So it's nice and pretty. There you go. This has a nice corner there and go straight that way. Alright. Let's backtrack this one. Run it right along this same edge. Oh, wait. No, 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 no. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. No, let's not do that. Let's get all 3D up in here, all right? We gotta learn how to do our 3D. How can we bring that up on the next level up? How did we do that before? I think we used our conveyor pole. We got a conveyor lift. What can we do with our conveyor pole? How can we do that on multiple levels? Put our pole in the middle of the thing. Yeah, I don't like that. We could do that, but I don't like it. Because it goes right through the middle of the conveyor. That doesn't look right. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. It's part of the fun. I guess we can use a conveyor lift. To lift it above it. And then run it above it. Let's try that. Yeah, see, it'll actually go on top of that, but that doesn't feel right to me. It feels like you should be able to run that in tandem on top of there. And I've seen that just in the previews of this game. I don't know how to do it yet. Maybe I haven't unlocked it yet. We'll work on that later. Let's work on that later. Try to maximize our space here. We got lots to do. All right. And then the last one here, we're going to then work on our wires. Okay. So this is coming out at 60 of these suckers are going to be firing out of here. And then let's go ahead. Now we're able to control our constructor a little bit. So let's go back. Grab all our loot. Where did I put all that stuff? This one. Sort. Sheesh, look at all this copper I've got. So much copper. Too much of this on me. Too much of that. I mean, not copper. Yeah, copper ignits there. Too much of all of that stuff. All right, now let's go ahead and refuel a little bit here. Drop our fuels in there. Boom. This is working wonderfully over here. I don't think we have enough to do the last one at full, but that'll run for a while. That shall run for a little while we do something else. Sliding on the conveyor belt while I was doing it, pretty fun. All right, now we got our new power line in here. I just feel like I gotta make this wider and wider and wider. I want to fall down that hole. All right, and we'll take this. The power line here. We got one right here. It's 2 of 4. All right. Well, now that one's up. And our main generator is up. And let's go ahead and power one of these off of this one. Alright, there we go. And then power pole here. We'll then run this here. And of course out of cables. Out of cables. Always something. Oh, I took my thing out. $576 I can make of them. This is gonna be epic. Alright, this is gonna be insane. Okay. Boom. 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 Alright, so we're churning out 30-30. That's going to cut 15-15. We'll see how we're looking. 15 coming in. I'm gonna grab these out. Here's the trick. You pull those out, and then you see how efficient it is. Oh, look out, bro. Look out. Kismet on the loose. Nice. All right, cool. Now let's pull these out. Let that queue up its efficiency. Look, notice how the number changes now, right? When you pull the extra resources out, it's now going to get a better idea. Oh, look, it's going up, 94%. 95 every time it's going up. Nice. All right, cool. Next one. Same thing. Pull this out. Let that get super efficient. I'm just going to do both of these while I'm waiting. That's getting none. Why is that not getting any copper wire? What, did I not power it? Huh. Why is this one not working? What did I do to screw this one up? Oh, I got it on cable. I switched it to cable by mistake because we were looking at cable earlier. Alright. Now, see, what it does is it backlogs and it puts a whole bunch of them in there, which means it's not being very efficient. So we're going to pull that out and we're going to look at its efficiency here. Oh, going up. Oh, see, that's what's wrong with my my things. Why it's saying 1% efficiency, is because this is in the way. Yeah, it's saying low efficiency, but only because I have extra copper ores in there, and the calculation that it's doing is basically saying, well, hey, if you got 7 copper ores in here, you're only 86% effective when you should only have 1, and only 1 should be going through. See, that's why that calculation is incorrect. But it's definitely working. You can see it's not backlogging. It's not backlogging anymore. Oh my gosh. I don't think I even have enough room for that. There we go. So again, this number should not go up. It should stay at 71 every time to be super efficient. See? So you can look at that percentage thing, but I look at the final result. Now these suckers are doing their stuff here, and they should be just firing nonstop. Holy moly! They should be firing like nobody's business. That is a lot of copper wire. Holy moly. That is, see, that's what I think about copper. I'm like, why am I getting so much copper? And that's because that's a normal node versus my other ones. All right, that's a crazy ton of copper there. All right, now this one's just going to backlog over here while we're waiting. All right, more constructors. So we want this constructor to do its thing here. We got to turn it the right way. That would be super useful. We'll put it over here, and then again, we'll look at the production cable. So it's got to come in at 30. Now, right now, it's coming in at 60, and it's going to go out at 15 per cable. Now, it comes in at 2 wires. It needs 2 wires at 30 per minute. So, in theory, we want to bring it in at 60, right? Because then it's going to do 2 wires every time, and then put out 15 per minute for 1 cable. Oh. So really what we want to do, man, yeah, we want this whole entire thing. Oh no, a whole nother one too. Because if you think about it, you want to bring in that at 30 is what it's going to input. It's going to come in at 30, so you want to come in at 60. Because it needs 2 wires, because it needs double whatever it is. So you want to double, if it requires multiple, you want to double whatever it is. So you want to bring that in at 60, and then it's going to go out at 15. At least that's what I think. Let's just bring it in at 60 and see what happens. Let's make another power pole over here. Run that over there. Luckily we haven't run out of power yet. Alright, so we're going to bring that in at 60 and see what happens. I'm watching that number. Like 13, 12, 13, 14, 15, 6, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, it's too much. It's coming in too fast. Because the wire is going up. It's gaining too much wire. So I actually want to split this in half. So it needs 30. It needs to come in at 30. Now I'm starting to get the mechanics down. It needs to come in at 30 to make 2 wire. It needs 2 wires coming in at 30 to go out at 15. So we actually need 2 of these. We need to split this. All right. We need to split it. No, we're getting it little by little. Again, learning the deep game mechanics is probably the best thing. And then, of course, this will carry over to everything else we're doing. So that definitely needs to be split. Because I can see that it's going up by double every time. So let's go ahead and bring it in this way. Let's just line it up off of this. What is it? I need more cables. I'm trying to make cables over there. I need more of them. Actually, maybe there's some at the end here. Yeah, there's some right here. I don't need to make them. Boop, boop, boop. Grab these ones right here. Alright. Conveyor splitter. Really? Wait a minute. Huh. Hold on. If we're combining this into 30, then what we really don't need is we don't need this one. Because this is a 30 and a 30 now. So we don't need this 60 and then re-split it again. That's kind of a waste of time. A waste of resources. So if this is a 30, into there. And this is a 30 into there. And then we run more power. And hopefully we have enough power for all of this. And that's a 30, 30. And then this needs to merge when it comes out. And that will be 30. Because it's only coming out at 15. So merger. And then go this way. Like that. Oh man, this is fun, man. This is when you're learning the good stuff. Let's turn this on cable. All right. Fit there. Alright, I'll just run it. I should run it this way. I'll leave a little bit of a gap. Just run it straight. And it takes a little bit for it to get going. We're going to take this out. Let's watch our efficiency here. Ah, is it still going up? Still going up. Feel like it hasn't got up to speed yet. Jeez, look at that. The merging might be slowing it down too because the two got to merge. So your overall conveyor coming through also could be slowed down by that. Like there's 33 in here. Take those out. This is 1, 2. The conveyors go at 60. They go at 60 across here. So if there's any backlog back here, it'll be pushing that backlog into a thing. If nothing else, we are making a crazy ton of resources. Even if it's not maximum. Look at that, it's 97%. There we go. Alright, yeah, I feel like there was a bit of a backlog. 98% effective there. Again, let's pull this out of here. I feel like I'm getting that because it takes a little bit for it to queue. But yeah, that's 96 effective. 96% effective. Alright, we got the math down. And then over here, 98. 98. 98. 98. 98%. 98. Over here. I'm good with that. 98%. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing. Do your thing. Send me that insane amount of resources. That is crazy, man. Alright. Now later on, we're going to organize this to go to the next tier and the next tier. Look at that, how it pops out the end. I like that. That's a pretty cool idea. And over here, let's check our efficiency over here. So right here, 98%. Over here, 97. That's pretty good. This one, 98. And this one, 98%. Oh man, I'm getting these mechanics down now. Oh, 65%. What? What? Take them rods out of there. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Where's this coming out of here as? This is coming out as 15, 15. That's going to 30. 30 coming out of there, splitting into 15 and 15. I think you're lying. That's coming out 90 per screw. Oh, that's backlogging. Yeah, see how this number's going up? That number shouldn't go up. That's coming out 90 per screw, but it can only come out at 60. That's why. Because the conveyor is what's slowing it down. Because it's coming out at 90. Yeah, I see. That's a conveyor problem. We'll deal with that problem later. And then over here, that's just running that into there. Oh my gosh, we're getting so much resources. We gotta start burning these resources, everybody. We got too many now. Alright, let's burn these suckers up. Personal inventory, put it all in there. We're gonna get overwhelmed with resources here in a second, which is, you know, it's a good thing. Could have been upgrading all this time. But man, that was fun figuring out the map.
Additional storage options have been
That was super
provided.
fun.
R&D
Let me catch up on chat.
pocket dimension
Can I
and
send you an
developed a
imager
personal
link
storage box
to
accessible
mergers?
in the build menu.
No. No links, please. But thank you, though. Is there a hotkey to change the direction of the belt so you don't have to build from A to B every time? Something that allows A to B to be flipped? I don't know. I don't think so yet. I don't know. I love seeing old heads playing video games as well as you do. Well, thank you. Thank you. I've been playing them forever, since before some people were even born. I'm the OG. I'm the trailblazer for gamers. You know, back in the day, you know, I'm a very unapologetic gamer. Back in the day, and still today, sometimes, you know, the normies, they come in and they're like, you're a gamer? Gamers are for kids, or gamers are this, or gamers are that. You know what? I can like whatever the hell I want. I'm going to continue to do so, and I suggest you do the same. Like whatever you like. If you like gaming, then go for it. If you like watching gamers on Twitch here fumbling around trying to figure out game mechanics, then hey, come in anytime, put your feet up, relax, take it easy. You're in the right place. It's past due for standing and stretching. Rathwell's keeping me on, oh my gosh, 3 hours recording there. All right, hold on. We're going to take a quick break here, everybody, while you guys enjoy my factory. But just in case you want to see it really epic size, let me go back over here. And we're waiting for our rocket to come back anyway. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a nice little tower over here if we could. Oh, we got like 10 bazillion bars over here, but I don't have any on me. Oh, I hear it coming back. Hold on, maybe we'll start another one. Oh, it's coming back. Let's make our lookout tower. Now I'm over by an hour there. That's my bad. That's my bad, Rathwell. Rathwell tries to keep me in good health. All right, let's do another upgrade though while we're waiting. And again, look at this. Now we took the time to do all of that stuff and figure that out. Now we're just rolling in resources now. All right, we'll let that go.
Milestone reached. To ensure optimal use of space, navigation, and tidiness, R&D have developed stairs and conveyor walls.
Felt like I was gonna fall off for a second. Bye, dude. Enjoy your trip to space. Boom! Here she is, working away. That is a thing of beauty, everybody. That is a thing of beauty. Now, I'm gonna probably run out of fuel while I'm AFK, but that's okay. I shall be right back. Now, if you watch this in the future on YouTube, make sure to do me a favor. Hit the subscribe, hit the bell. You know what to do. You've watched YouTube videos before, hopefully. Hit that like button down below there and put the Sackman name right down below. He's like, wait a minute, he just said my name. In the comments down below, so I know you made it all the way to this video. And the answer to your question, the Sackman, is the name of this game is called Satisfactory. Incredibly fun and incredibly addicting if you like these kind of very efficiency-based games. Incredibly great, very sim-based games. Hey everybody, Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.